Sabadibo, Shubude Kamanishu. I vividly remember one time in Ibadan. I think that was like the 2006, 2007, maybe 8. Because I was going through Iwo Road towards Abayomi. Then I saw this crowd. A lot of people gathered in numbers, just there hanging around. I remember asking someone like, "What's happening here?" Then the person asked me, "Do I have an investment with this company?" I didn't even know the company, but I said no. So to say, the person just looked at me one kind and just told me to get out. So I eventually got out. Then eventually realized later then that one investment company had crashed. I think that was the era of Pennywise, or there was a lot then that were crashing. Okay, but my point is, Nigerians forget so easily and too quickly. I don't understand why people still fall into this trap these days. Maybe it's greed, maybe it's because they are not informed, or maybe it's because they are just willing to throw away money, or they're just willing to take a bet and when it comes to bet, it's either you win or you lose. Fast forward from the those era, then we came to the era of MMM. MMM came, and even though everybody were shouting, then this is Ponzi, this thing will crash, this thing will crash. People refused. They were still putting their money in it. And I think the height of the MMM situation was that when it first crashed, then it came back. Then people were asked to like put money, refer people. Then they were being given bonuses. Then they started putting money again before it finally crashed. And everyone were just logging in, looking at their Marlboro growing that time. And nothing eventually happened. Then everybody forgot about it. And specifically when it comes to Ibadan, I remember there was a time these boys fresh out of UI, they just came on board with one investment company like that. They said they were trading forex, like, and they were taking investment and giving returns. Couple of influencers, influencing for them, ask people to bring an investment. I'm like, if business is this easy and bring so much returns, I know a lot of businessmen in Ibadan, legit businessmen in Ibadan, who should be taking people's money and giving them huge returns. But business is not that easy. It's not that certain. So how can you come up and say you are a forex trader and you're taking people's money and you're giving them a guaranteed percentage every month? The height of it about these boys that time was that they even went as far as saying they're not into real estate, they are into motorcycle, franchise, opening branches in Lagos, in Port Harcourt, in different locations. And at the long run, these boys they disappeared. All of them, they disappeared from Ibadan. When the problem came, they totally disappeared with people's money. Then after then, there came one bros like that in Ibadan. Started selling rice to people. Started selling rice and asking people to come and invest in his company. Okay, you are selling rice. You are selling rice, but we cannot find your rice in Bodija market, to say the least. You say you are selling rice, you are trading in rice. You're asking people to come and invest in rice. Like that, your rice is the next big thing. And we can't find your rice in Bodija market, to say the least. And let's say, okay, you are not even doing the regular market trader. I know, not let's say it's not the regular market women that are retailing your rice. At least if it's like a branded product, a premium one, you should be able to find it in stores like Foodco, let's say ShopRite, all these popular stores that are around the neighborhood in Ibadan. Your rice, the rice no dey there. No rice. The only time we see rice is at events, when they are doing events, when they are doing giveaways, we see rice. And you say, okay, people should come and invest. And then you're telling people, this rice you people are investing in, the problem will happen one day. People didn't listen. And even the brand went as far as after 1 year of selling their rice, they hosted a big party. Like, people have been selling rice before you came. They don't come after 1 year and throw big parties like this. You throw a big party and started throwing motivational quotes. People should believe in process. The first year of your rice company, you did sell 2 bags of rice. Now your rice is everywhere. Now rice has finished. Eventually, it crashed because all these things they are Ponzi. If somebody is saying come and invest in a particular scheme, the least you can do is ask, what are you doing? How are you doing it? Then even if you don't understand anything about investment, ask people around you. That's why we have people around us. Ask people around you who are knowledgeable about investment to enlighten you. Okay, these people have come and they are saying we should invest in this certain scheme. This is what they're promising. Is it feasible? Is it something that can be done? Ask questions. And again, if you look at the economy of Nigeria generally, look at what banks are offering, look at what CBN, who is the one who benchmark all the investment returns in Nigeria, who is the one who determines what ROI will look like generally around the economy. Look at what they are offering. Nobody can be offering you double of what CBN is offering you or what your regular commercial banks are offering you, and you will think it is legit. When not like it's okay, you need to ask them where are you putting the money in an economy that is so volatile, such as Nigeria's economy, and somebody is offering you a big an enormous return on investment. You should ask questions and not just put your money in it. I spent like 3 weeks in Nigeria. I immediately I got to Nigeria. Some people, some group of friends said, okay, Cbex is the next big thing that doing now in Nigeria. And I asked, okay, this Cbex that you people are putting your money, what is Cbex doing? They said, oh, they're using AI to trade. Okay, fine. It's possible. AI is possible. They're using AI to trade. Okay, what is the return on investment and what is the risk factor? They said there is no risk. So you mean they are trading and they don't make any loss? They said they don't make any loss. I said, this thing will crash. The fact you're telling me to come and invest in something that the risk is 0% tells me the risk is 100%. Like, how can you say some people are trading and they are not making any loss? Like, AI is the one trading. And people seem to forget that the AI we are shouting these days, people program the AI. AI is drawing from what the instructions people have given and the pattern of how people have behaved over time, the pattern of what we have said, the pattern of how we have behaved, the pattern of what we've done over time. That is what AI is fetching from. So if an human being is not perfect, how can AI be 100% perfect? Because it's going to only draw from what we have on ground. AI is not going to draw from what does not exist. Though I don't know much, I don't know much about that. But then the thing is, how do people forget? They forget about all the schemes that have happened in the past and that has crashed, and they still keep putting their money in these new schemes. I'm very certain as Cbex has crashed, those guys now will go and regroup again in another 1 or 2 years. They will come up with a new scheme and people will still invest again. How is it that people don't just how is it that people forget history so quick and people will still invest? You know, I was in on my WhatsApp status today. Somebody was saying he could just wake up one day and decide to create his own Ponzi scheme. Like he's so certain that people will invest. And like I was shouting when I was in Nigeria. I was telling people this thing will crash. Oh. You should take out your money. This thing will crash. And I promised myself, the moment they crash, I'm not going to be silent. And I'm going to tell, and I'm not going to pity anybody. It's quite unfortunate people are losing an enormous huge amount of money. But then whatever you have done to make this money people are mentioned, these millions you people are mentioned that you lost in Cbex, whatever you have done to make this money, why can't you continue to put effort in that thing and keep getting your consistent returns from that thing? Whatever you have invested in Nigeria that you've been able to make 4 million naira from, 5 million naira, 10 million naira from, why can't you continue doing that thing and keep getting your returns gradually? But then you carry all your capital, then you dump it in Cbex. Put all your eggs in one basket. Now the eggs are broken. Nigerians, we are very funny people. And The annoying set of people in this Cbex thing is the Nigerians in UK. You left Nigeria because you want a better life. Now you are living that better life in UK. You hustled inside the cold, and now you go and put your money inside Cbex. How can you be so? I think for the set of Nigerians in UK, I think it's just greediness because now you have job security, you're earning well, you're feeling well, you have a little amount to save after you've paid your bills. Now you carry all that money, then you go and put it inside Cbex. Ow. Ah, oh, go.